red book? Because maybe when I go home.
It's a red portfolio.
Okay. So maybe I'll check.
Let Teresa show you where I keep. Um, I'm working on cases for my clients. They bring in the red portfolio, and then I make the amendments they want, and then I give them back the book. But Teresa can show you. I'll talk to her. She can show you what the book looks like, so you can look for it at the house.
Okay, so the issue with thank you for explaining that. I think that offers a little more clarity. Just so you know, what ended up happening was the judge, for whatever reason, we're still trying to figure it out. I mean, the rest of the family and I are trying to find out why he put in an order for me to stay away from the property. Now, my mother says she wants to see me. There's never been animosity between her and I. The only thing is I was trying to get help for her because she suffers from mental illness. But it was a very delicate situation. You know, the cops, now they kind of, they caught wind of what's going on. But anyway, needless to say, that's neither here nor there.
Go to the house and look for the red portfolio.
Do you see why my hands are tied here? Is why I'm kind of so.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you're dealing with the court, don't you have an attorney?
Well, I had an attorney, and they're just not.
So you released them. You released them.
They,
I understand.
yeah, they just. I mean, it's a very complex situation. Let's just put it this way: getting an attorney who in Long Island who understands the workings of fictitious disorder within the elderly is impossible. I literally talked to the bar yesterday. I'm like, listen, you guys, I don't need another referral. Just give me a printout of a list so I could show the judge how many attorneys that I've tried over the last bunch of years to get my mom help for this. You know what I mean? So, okay, it's a big red book. How can you help if you can, given the circumstances, given what you know, given the fact that my sister is now unfortunately passed away in the middle of this proceeding.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know.
I appreciate it. No, but
Is there an attorney for your sister representing the estate?
so from what I understand, someone tried to sell the property. I don't know if it was my sister. I don't know if it was so they said something about Mrs. Delgado. I have no idea who these people are, but someone tried.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone tried to sell it, and it was after I had brought the Article 81 proceedings. So the court-appointed evaluator, according to his report, he paused all transactions and said, wait a second, we're in the middle of...
It's on hold.
Well,
At least it's on hold.
until Monday. That's my... Do you see what I'm saying? Because...
What are they expecting you to deliver on Monday?
Okay, hold on.
No, there's some bad people coming in, and they're trying to put my mom in a home. I mean, as you know, this is why she came to you, right? For the protection to put things in writing.
No, I can't. I put her trust together for if she's incapacitated or if she passes away. So
yes,
the trust though, it should designate who would take over in the event that your sister passed, but I just can't.
I have it.
Have a signed copy.
I have it. I have a paper that says that it's Jason. That's me. It says if in the event that I literally have it with me, I could show it to your to this nice young woman here. And the problem is I don't have the instrument for the court. And the court keeps saying, in fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Freycinet, who's the court evaluator, said that he tried to get into contact with you, and then he wrote, and I quote, to no avail.
Because I didn't have the original, right? That's what I'm trying to explain. Without the original, you don't have any recourse, is what I'm saying.
Right. And okay, and the office, see, that's why what I'm trying to avoid is I'm just trying to go to you directly because what other people are saying or what attorneys that are trying to help low key are saying is that they usually keep a copy on their records just for safekeeping, but it's required to keep for up to 7 years. So again, I don't know this law stuff. I'm not even sitting here pretending like I know it better than I don't. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the information the best that I can so that I could help my mom.
Well, I have no problem you telling the court that you spoke to Mr. Fisher, that he does not have an original signed copy. He has an electronic copy But that's how many years ago. And if the court orders me to turn over the electronic copy I have, not signed, but if the court orders me to turn it over, I'm happy to. But I don't think the court's going to order it because it's not signed.
But why
They
wouldn't?
want to see an original.
But it was signed because you know.
But it wasn't signed. The document I have is not signed, is all I'm saying.
Oh, wait. Okay. So last question, and thanks again for being so informative. Was it amended in 2019 or was this straight from 2000?
I don't recall.
Okay. The reason go ahead.
You're giving me too much credit. I don't have a memory of that. But
I hear you.
I can double check and see what I have, but you can tell the court that, whatever I have, I'm happy to turn over to the court.
The only reason I'm asking, and this, I won't take up much more of your time, is because during a proceeding I brought in 2003 in district court, the attorneys had maintained that it was an illegal lockout. Someone had changed the locks on the house while I was there. They were like, oh, well, Jason's not in charge right now. It's Trina's in charge. In fact, according to the trust that was amended in 2019 at Joe Fisher's office, it now proves that Trina should be the one to make the decisions, not Jason. So Jason is secondary. So that's why I was asking. So because
wait. You just said something. If somebody said that, they had to have some proof.
Right. So they handed me. So I looked at the judge. I said, Your Honor, please, because I wanted to make sure this got on the record. I need for you to furnish me with a copy or at least some evidence so that I can either go away or I can stay. I don't want to have to keep bothering Joe Fisher's office. I don't want to have to go to. Well, I appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate it. But I said that to him, and he looked at the attorney. He said, he's right. So the attorney then handed me a piece of paper, and that piece of paper showed me, it was part of the instrument. It showed me that it was amended in 2019. And
somebody has it, that means.
Yes, this was it was it sounded, so he didn't hand me the original, he handed me a copy.
A signed copy, though. He showed you a signed copy.
He didn't even do that. He just showed me the part that showed that I was not.
Oh, the page. He showed you the page.
Right. And on the record, he said, for some reason, Your Honor, he wasn't taken off. They just switched the order, which was very important. That's why I continued to pursue it. Where is this thing?
If he showed you that, listen to me.
Yeah.
If he showed you that,
yeah,
and your sister now is gone,
yeah,
then that's proof that you should be the next in line.
So that's why I'm here, because I don't. He only showed me a page. I only have the page.
The page is attached to something.
But I don't have that attachment. That's why I came to get Yeah.
No, but I'm saying to you, it's not the page. It's the whole document that the attorney, whoever showed that to you, has the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? They can't just. I mean, the judge is not going to accept a page.
Right. I don't know if he actually put it in as evidence. Now that I think about it, because he might. They're very careful how they do things. They're not going to just.
Yeah, but a judge is going to go with what the signed document says, not with what a page says. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm trying to get to the heart of where it is, because I don't think the judge will go to. I think you're right.
It's in the red book, and it's got to be somewhere in the house. And you got to explain that to the judge that, although you don't have access to it, I'll have Teresa show you what it looks like. I'll show you what the book looks like, so you can at least look for the book.
Yeah, but
tell the judge.
But I'm not. If I can't get inside the house and my mom is.
No, but I'm just saying somebody has it.
Right, but did you? Okay. Do you know if nobody came to your office and took like the unsigned? Oh, you said you have an unsigned copy. Okay, I gotcha.
Right.
You're talking about the original.
Right. I don't have the original. Right. I don't want. You see why I don't want the original?
Yeah.
Because then I would be dragged into court every time somebody had a problem. And I don't need that aggravation.
But imagine you did have the original, then I would be home already. I feel bad. I don't want to keep going.
Even if I had an original. original, it would still require a court order, though. You have to understand. But I don't have an original.
Right.
That was my policy from day one.
Right. Okay. And
And I'm happy to tell that to the judge.
can you? If you can do that, listen, man. I don't know what what they, I'm sure you make a lot of money. It's a great office. A lot of good people here. I will, if you can come by and I could ask you to testify.
No,
Just
no,
name your
I'm not
price.
coming to the court. No, that's not the issue. The issue is the court has to issue an order.
Yeah, they're not.
It's not like the judge. It's not like I'm going to appear before a court without the judge telling me to be there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The judge isn't gonna. He's not gonna.
I don't have the right to be there, right? Exactly.
But if I'm asking you, oh,
The judge has the authority to make me come there.
yeah, but he's not gonna do that. You're a hardworking man. You got other stuff to do.
No, he can order me. That's what
I was just gonna say.
They order people to do these things. But again, without the original, I don't think he's going to do that.
So I guess this whole will and the living trust was. The warning should be before you do it. You have to make sure you do it at a place where you can safeguard it, because there's only going to be one copy, and if it gets lost, then.
That's why I give a nice red portfolio. I said, you can put this in your library. I'll tell Teresa to show you what it looks like. But the truth of the matter is, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I would just.
It's got to be floating around that house somewhere.
I was.
You can't even get in, but if you can't get in there.
I was in there before. I was in there before
But you didn't know what to look for.
I mean, I have videos upon videos of me like searching through I was asking for the help of police at that point. I'm like, guys, we just need a little bit of transparency. My dad is in the hospital. He was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. Nobody told me he was there. And anyway, I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying, during that part, I was searching. I looked exactly where my father told me to look. He said, look in the den, look behind the postcards. All that stuff was missing. Like, all that stuff is gone. So that's why I'm here. It's like, I'm not trying to bother you. I'm just going back to the source.
I just wish I could help you. I don't have it, though. That's the problem. Because Teresa has to leave. Let me talk to her. Let me have her show you what it looks like. And then you can tell the judge, I know what to look for, Judge. You can even take a picture of the portfolio.
Okay.
But it's not, you're going to be your mom's portfolio, but it'll be a picture of what it looks like. And see if anybody's seen this lying around the house.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me talk
all right.
to Teresa, because I know she's got to go.
All right, Joe. Thanks.
Hi, Jason. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so this is the book you're looking for. Something that looks like this. It's a pretty big red book. And it'll have all of the important documents inside of it.
It's not at the house. I don't know. It's weird. It's just not at the house. I thought there would be a copy somewhere. This is part of it.
Well, that's a deed. That's a deed.
Oh, yes,
That's the back of the deed.
Right. Okay. The trust is,
Those are all documents. So anything like this kind of a page is a recording page. So that's between Nassau County. This is not recorded with Nassau County.
right. Oh, that's not recorded. What about the will? Does he know when the will, because I know it was done after the last amendment in 2019. They keep giving me stuff that's part of the instrument, but only up to 2005. They haven't given me anything from 2006. It could actually be part of the record. But when I went to probate court, first of all, they've got all the information wrong. They're saying my mom lives in Queens. My mom's at the house right now. I do wellness checks every day to make sure she's okay, still breathing. And it's just odd because, yeah, I didn't see anything like that when I was living there prior to this whole Article 81 thing that I brought. And I see this is the deed. He's on the deed. The
Yeah, that just-
mortgage satisfaction, all that stuff is irrelevant. My parents' marriage certificate, I brought like a bunch. It's just so odd
Yeah, so,
because so he was talking specifically about the trust, right? What about, can he tell me or you tell me when the will, am I allowed to have access to the will? Isn't that more like,
that I can't help you with, you'd have to speak with him. And I'm sorry, I do have to leave, my daughter's doing a prom is in about 15 minutes, so
I
I have to
understand.
go.
My mom's about to
I'm
go.
very sorry, that I'm on a time crunch myself, but, yeah, unfortunately.